Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
We've got some bad news, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, for UFC Chile, we've got some terrible news as Santiago Ponzibbio is out of UFC Chile's main event against Kamaru Usman, and there's only a 30% chance Kamaru Usman stays on the card. Not to mention, we already lost the co-main event between Shogun Rua and Volkan Ozdemir, because I believe Volkan Ozdemir's court proceedings, if I'm not mistaken, that's why he had to, he couldn't be at UFC Chile's co-main event. So now it's looking like UFC Chile, which was looking like it was going to be a pretty fun card, has lost its co-main event and main event. Hell, there's only a 30% chance that whole fight card still happens. They might have to reschedule that thing for a future date, which we have seen in the past, where there was an event like overseas, and if the main event or co-main event or both falls out, it's like, we don't really have a card here, so they might have to reschedule an event in Chile at a later date. But this is really interesting because Kamaru Usman was already one of the most feared welterweights who's been having a lot of problems getting a top-ranked opponent. You know, some people can say what they want about his last fight not being the most exciting when he fought Emil Mek, an unranked guy. But Kamaru Usman did say on the mic, you know, he had some injuries coming into the fight. That's where the whole 30% meme came from. He said he was about 30% coming into that fight. But, I mean, if you think he's a boring fighter, you've got a pretty short memory, as if you flash back to his fight right before that, he knocked out Sergio Moraes, I believe, in the first round. He went out, did the front flip. It was a pretty exciting knockout from Kamaru Usman, and he's saying, yo, I'll fight any of these guys in the 1 through 15, anybody, but a lot of guys have different reasons for not fighting him, and I'm sure that's about to come up now that he doesn't have an opponent in Santiago Ponzibbio who's injured, because Ariel Helwani reported this, that, you know, there's no replacement finalized for Kamaru Usman yet, and also he said Kamaru Usman said he's only staying on the card if he gets a ranked opponent. Now, I looked at the UFC's top rankings. The only guys available are, and this is a guy that Ariel Helwani mentioned as well, Cowboy Oliveira, who just beat Carlos Condit, but that would be a really quick turnaround, so it's looking like that might be too quick for him. But if you want to go higher in the rankings, there's guys like Robbie Lawler, Damian Maia, who actually Santiago Ponzibbio's called out a couple of times. They're not scheduled to fight right now. I don't know the next time they're going to fight. But those are two top-ranked guys I'm sure Kamaru Usman would accept a fight against. Jorge Masvidal is a guy that's had a little bit of back and forth with Kamaru Usman. That's another guy mentioned, but he's not supposed to be back, I think, until like June or something, they're saying. And also Neil Magny. So those are the only 5 names that are ranked opponents that could possibly take this fight. We'll see. We just seen Cowboy Oliveira fight, and that was already somewhat of a quick turnaround, so it probably won't be him. So of those other 4 guys, between Neil Magny, Jorge Masvidal, Robbie Lawler, and Damian Maia, I don't know if those guys are going to be too quick to accept a fight against Kamaru Usman on short notice, let alone, you know, he's been having a hard time getting a fight in general. So sucks for UFC Chile for sure. Maybe we'll see this fight again postponed, rescheduled, maybe, who knows though. It looks like Kamaru Usman will probably have a different opponent, I'm assuming, by the time Santiago Ponzibbio heals up. Same with the co-main event. Maybe we see Shogun versus Ozdemir. I was looking forward to both of those fights, and there was talks of which one's going to be better, UFC Chile or UFC Liverpool. Well, that's no question now. UFC Liverpool. I'm Team Liverpool. No, I'm just fucking around. With that being said, though, Santiago Ponzibbio versus UFC Chile main event against he's out of the main event versus Kamaru Usman, and the co-main event's out at UFC Chile. With that being said, got to get back to these UFC Atlantic City fights. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.